Hey guys, my name is Zeniac and welcome back to another episode of SnowTown here in Cities Skylines. Well, last episode we kind of fixed a lot of the train traffic that we had in the last episode because we had so much congestion here, there and everywhere with some certain areas of the train line, which we've now simplified a whole lot easier. Everything is working beautiful. We found a rogue train that just didn't want to move, causing a huge backlog. We got that fixed, and we also kind of fixed the ability for vehicles to enter and leave the region without using the same freaking road. It is a little tip that I will never forget moving forward when it comes to building cities here in Cities Skylines. Well, today, I kind of said last episode that I want to solve now all the brand new kind of industrial traffic because we've now got rid of the super demand mod. The city is going back to normal and it's no longer on steroids, which means that big inflated industrial area can finally fully function, which is causing a lot of traffic. Now, I did say I wanted to sort that out in the last episode. We might touch upon it today, I don't know, we're going to see how it goes, but I'm going to add fuel to the fire. I'm going to add fire on top of fire and create even more fire right now, because for so long I have been talking about creating that brand new tunnel from the our original exploitation area on one side of SnowTown to go across as a big tunnel underground all the way to the other side of SnowTown. We're going to do it. I'm going to add fire to fire, guys. I'm going to put more problems on top of more problems right now. I'm just going to see what happens. This is going to be fun. So as always, guys, if you do enjoy this and want to see more, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you are new around here, then make sure you do subscribe so you are notified when that next episode does come out. Now, we're still not problem-free. We have a lot of traffic around this area because this industrial area right now can fully function. We still have a little bits and bobs of commercial that are still requiring goods, not enough goods to sell, which are slowly dying out. Once they've all eventually died out, we have then a more natural kind of resemblance of what the city currently is, rather than using the super demand mod and artificially kind of inflating what the city could be. So we'll kind of then see what happens, let everything kind of destruct itself or delete, whatever, and then we'll go from there and slowly rebuild. Now, I'm going to forget all those issues. Because as cool as it is with my current crossovers, we have this big, beautiful highway here, this 4-lane road, and we have underground here another 4-lane highway that kind of pops up here and here, and then also extends and pops up over here. They're great. They are beautiful and great. But we have this huge industrial area. And we have a beautiful highway junction that is underutilized. It also comes down and stops here for the exploitation area. Now, for so long, I've been kind of teasing the idea. What if we kind of had an underground tunnel? Because all tunnels are underground, Zeniac. Get it right, boy. Get it right. A tunnel that went underground. I know, all tunnels go underground. And came up over here somewhere. Thus, reducing the current route that they need to go. All the way down here and across here to come all the way down. So, a big U they got to do when they can go pretty much straight across. Now, it was a great idea. It makes a lot of logical sense to kind of shorten a lot of the routes for goods and people to travel and all that kind of jazzy stuff. It would then also enable me to kind of run a train line parallel with it underground in the tunnel system. Again, because currently to get goods across, the train line is here. And if I had one here, because the line only runs down to here, it will cut out a lot of the monstrosity it's got to do to go all the way around to get over here. But my biggest problem was, where do I make it appear on this side? That was my biggest problem. Now, I've been giving it a lot of thought. And I kind of said, or in the past, like, this is a cool idea to kind of, you know, it's kind of like untouch this area. We can utilize this. And I thought, but that's quite a long distance to kind of get over to there. But no, when I kind of then slowly start to think about it, if the tunnel went down here and then ran diagonal here, and then cut like that to there, what I've actually done is I've made, rather than coming down here to then maybe appear to turn, whatever I may do, from this point here to there, in terms of a straight line, is such a short distance. Now, the reason I want that junction to be kind of out of town in a sense is because it would then put less pressure on the current junctions. Now, I'm going to kind of connect it up to here somewhere. Now, when I do this, fully expect a lot of issues, okay? Fully expect a lot of issues because we haven't got the infrastructure around here just yet to have the majority of traffic appear on this. Like our little turn-off points here aren't fully equipped for that traffic. Going in this distance to there's nothing really going on, like, you know, good infrastructure to kind of pull traffic off that. So expect issues to arise. Now, once those issues arise, we'll then solve the problems. So that's what when I say, like, I'm going to add fire to fire. But it's going to be one way that, one, we can reduce the traffic coming through these areas anyway, and also enable shorter distances from the exportation area, from the industrial area to bring goods over here. It's going to be amazing. I'm kind of nervous to build it because deep down in my head, I know it could be a complete shambles. It really could. So what I'm going to do is I have to figure out a way now then that we can utilize what is going down here. Now, currently, this is a 4-lane road, which goes into a 4-lane road, which, hold on, I think I'm allergic to 4-lane roads, splits into a 2-lane road. So with that kind of logic, what we got to think of is, this is a 2-lane road that splits into there. Doesn't kind of work out very well in that sense. So what I'm going to do, now I don't know, and I can't really understand or expect how much traffic we're going to get from this area. But if I treat it as if it's going to be a 1-lane highway from the get-go, so if I just kind of pick it from here and push it up to there, bring that back down to here. Okay, so I could connect this to there, reduce, because it doesn't need to be 2 lanes turning off. I know that's kind of going into a 2-lane there, but I don't need, I'm trying to figure out lane maths, basically. Now, if all of a sudden this becomes a really, really heavily used route, I've only got a single lane. And also, the way I'm going to set it up is right now, is I'm really only saying that traffic on the highway can use it. You can't come down these roads to connect to it, which might be a little bit of a saving grace. So it means that everybody would try and get to a highway instead. But then again, if you're going over here in general, you're going to be on the highway anyway. So they're going to be on the highway no matter what, which might then utilize this junction a whole lot more because it's the closest junction to be able to get to that area. Oh, okay, this is going to be interesting. This really is going to be interesting. So we need to get this all sorted then. So if I went, and we're going to have to kind of anarchy all this monstrosity. So if I go as close as I can before it tells me, yo, Seniac, boy, you got to do some maneuvering. Because this is going to come and connect in. So if I went, shabam, shabam, right? And then if I upgraded these roads here to singular, because then you'll only really be in the left-hand lane if you turn off to go to the excitation area. You'll move it to the right-hand lane if you're going to go straight on. That's pretty much how it's going to work. So with the move it tool then, we're going to make it a little bit more beautiful. There we go. Well, as beautiful as we can potentially make it without making it look shocking. I bend them a little bit like that. How is that? It's a sight for sore eyes. It's going to be crazy, but at the same time, it's going to be beautiful. So we've already determined the lanes, what they're kind of pulling into. So let me just sort this out. I like to do it like this because I like to visually see how things progress. So if I do it like this, then obviously that lane is coming into there. That lane is going out to there. When it comes down to these, it's pretty much as you see it right now. There we go. But they've only really got one chance to kind of switch to a different lane. Now, I don't know how that is going to play out. So what I'll do for now, this is completely against everything that you would normally do. I'm going to allow them to switch over like this on the entrance because I don't fully know how much traffic's going to be coming from here. And if I allow them to kind of switch their lanes here rather than right before the junction, at least then we give them a little bit more of a fighting chance. Now, I'm going to do the exact same thing for here because it works in the opposite way vehicles trying to lead out. And then once I see what comes from this, I'll come back and change it. Okay, I might put like another node or something on this road so they can change lanes a little bit earlier. Or I might create the merger a bit further down the road, so they've got plenty of time leading up to it. But for now, guys, it's not going to stay like this. Do not worry. It's just until I initially see what happens. You follow me, guys? You get me right now? Sweet. Right. Sweet. There we go. So now if I delete back just a little bit, so it gives me room then to make it go underground. And probably at some point I might make these turn into like a 4-lane road. But if I go down now by -12, come up by -12 there. So it's the same distance. And then pretty much I want to make sure that these then connect. Okay, so -12, they're pretty much equal distance to this. So if I make the road kind of in many ways, oh, it's going to connect to there, isn't it? Come off this. Now I know this is going to be funky, but the point is to get that line. Okay, so we now have the underground section. So for now, if I just made it a national road, okay, just made it a simple national road that we're pretty much connecting up to, then sweet, mate. So is this classed as a... Wait, what's the... Oh, hold on, it's not even -12. Oh, wait, whoa. What is it, boy? That's -2? Okay, we don't want that. We want it to be -12. Oh, hold on, guys. The game's having a wobbler. Alright, -12. There we go. Delete. You're -2 there. Oh, forget this. Right, if I do it like this, and I've done it on the wrong type of road. Oh, I'm having one of those moments. I'm having one of those moments. There we go. Sweet, mate. So then, this will come to here. That can come to there. And then we do the old standard connection, mate. So it looks like it's dropping... Whoa. It really is dropping some serious distance there, isn't it? Oh, that's right, because -12 on the seabed is a lot lower than -12 here. Makes sense. My bad. My bad. So I wonder then if, because I'm in tunnel mode, if I sloped these, does that look a little bit more natural? Probably not. And I'm going to make sure that these do this, because you can kind of see the elevation change. Right, sweet, mate. Okay, so let's leave it like that for now then, because I'm going to get too carried away and caught up with what's going on. And then we want to pretty much make it go diagonal like this. Now, it's not going to be perfectly diagonal, but I've got to make it do it the shortest distance possible. So if I bring it like this to, let's say, there, because then we've got to get it, bring it up to turn it. And then just here we create a more natural bend. So 10 by 10. Just so the vehicles flow a whole lot easier and nicer. Why does it drop so bad like that? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Right. Pretend we don't see what's going on. So what I'll do then, I'll first create the junction before I connect it up to this. So let's get back to business right now. And we get out of tunnel mode. Now, again, at the minute, I am using a singular national road. It probably does make more sense to upgrade to this kind of national road when it comes to the 4-laner anyway. When it comes to building the junction here. So if I bring this out by 20, because obviously I can make a lane go in both directions. Bring it out by 20 there. And let me now just sort out how we would place down the road leading up to it. So 10. Alright, if I kind of... no. Okay, 10. Like that. Like that. But at this point, it would be... I feel like I'm already forgetting how to build these little trumpet junctions. I need to visually see one real quick, because I completely forgotten how I'm building it. So, there we go. Oh, I could also do it underground. I forgot about that kind of method, because it is slightly elevated. Do I make it go underground instead? Do you know what? Yeah. That would be quite a cool thing. We'll kind of... Because I normally always do my overpasses, so we'll do an underpass for a little bit of change. There we go. So, this would go under. We'll bring it to there. I'm going to have to anarchy that in there a minute. So that goes like that. I have to pull this back a bit more. Now at this point, this one, so if I bring this out again, I bring it out by another 10. 10. This one here is going to be coming from a plus 10 anyway, down to a 0. So plus 10 down to a 0, as we then choose to merge them into singular lanes. And right, okay, so they're going under. These ones are going to be connecting straight down to here. So if I ran this to there, and that is straight off that, so it comes pretty much off this connection. And does that go the full distance? No. Okay, let me go to full distance because I can make it visually I can see how it's working. So I'm going the full length of between the two studs. Then this down to here would be a 7 by a 7. That would be a 7 by a 7. And that would then connect in. So ignore the fact that the roads are all different lengths, lines, directions. We'll sort that out. So if I delete it back by 1, delete it back by 1, but then use that then to clip in on the 1, like that, we then have that route to kind of come in this way, and then we'll create our little trumpet here. But that looks pretty cool, doesn't it, right now? Until I sort of the slopes out and stuff like that, it looks pretty cool. We're going to have to kind of carve back a little bit of the mountain. Now, which way am I going? Am I going to the left or am I going to the right? So am I bringing it down here this way? Am I bringing it up this way? Oh, see, I could follow the elevation and bring it up to here and use this kind of mountainside to clip into there. Or I could cut that back a bit and have a big flat area here I can work with. Either way, I'm going to have to bring it out by another 7 on both sides. So at this point, I think it might be easier to carve it in to go this way. Yeah, I'll do that instead. So then if I go and do a 6 by 6, and then this will be a 8 by 8. We'll go across by another 6. And then we'll do another 6 by 6. And of course that's an 8 by 8. And again, I've got to elevate all this at the same time. So I'll just start the elevation here for just a minute. So then if I do a... Where would... Oh, I could do a 7. Ooh. 7 by 7 there. 7 by 7 there to kind of elevate that up so it runs parallel with it all. Then I'm going to select these 2 points to align to the object height of here. So they're currently the same level and same size. Right, and I'm going to run it across by 6, run it down by 6, and then cut it in. Then cut it in. Well, that one looks a little bit less, doesn't it? So, with the power of the move it tool, boys, I'm on the wrong one. Something like that. Something like that. We've got to change the roads and stuff. Actually, you know what? No, they look too sharp. If I cut it back from here and from there, and I just do it like this instead, and then go for like a 9, because 9's a good angle to squeeze anything in. So if I bring that back there, bring that back there, I have a more of a kind of friendly slip road onto that area, right? So it looks really funky. Okay, I get it. Looks really funky, but this is going to work. This is definitely going to work. So before I sort the angles out, let's make sure that the road is first facing the right way. So you're leading out, you're coming in. There we go. We then have to switch the roads between the 2 slips as 2 lane roads as the lane math changes. And then of course, what... Oh, hold on, we missed out this one. And of course, what we've got to do then... And underground there. Oh, wait. Hold on. No, you're going this way, sorry. This whole one's the wrong way around. Yeah, so then what we got to do then is sort out all the angles. Now, this normally goes really, really wrong at some points. So if I select everything here in the hopes that this is going to work. Bam! Oh, it did. Right. Please also work like the other one did. It did! Right, sweet. They are now all angled. At different stages, granted. At different stages, but... Oh, what I could do here as well is... elevate them. Nice. Okay, so now I've just got to smoothen off. Oh, wait, hold on. No, it hasn't worked out as I hoped. Let me bring that up. And then... boom, 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 and boom. No! I told you guys. Now he doesn't want to work. Stop dropping down to the same level. I'm still the right one, aren't I? Slope? Yeah. No. It's not doing it. So if I go to here. Well, you work there. No. Right, if I make this the same as that. Boom. I don't know what it is. I don't think I actually fully use this tool how it's meant to be used. I just kind of have that feeling that I'm just not... I'm missing something. I'm not doing something quite right. Elevate that as well. I want to keep all this kind of area slightly elevated. And then if I take it from here to there, to there, to there. In my head, it should go from this point to there and, you know, smoothing it all down, slope the whole complete angle. But sometimes it does it and sometimes it doesn't. And it just really hurts my brain. But at the same time, this highway is all different angles as well. It's all bumpy and stuff, so it is what it is. Right, let me pause, because it's easier to pause the game and sort out the landscape. And if I push that a bit back, so then the smoothing doesn't seem too bad. I do want a bit like it look like it has been carved out of the natural landscape, but that's how it's going to work. Last thing then I want to add in is, of course, the lane management. So there we go, boys. No one's tripping over one another. It's as smooth as, which then leads us into this. So we pick. Oh, hang on. Let's do normal. Pick this point to dig in. Pick this point to dig in, but obviously that one's got to flip. And then you go here, you go there, you go there, you go there. Bring that around, bring that around, bring that around. How does that look? Glorious. As good as glorious could look. Nice. Okay, so. Bam, bam, bam. Done. Done, mate. So then we just need to make the tunnel appear up. Just as if it came out of nowhere. So. I'll leave that to the 4-laner here. And I'll actually make it... Actually, do you know what? We'll make it go underground as the 4-laner. So by 10, we'll bring it down by 12. There we go. And then where is that connecting from? All the way over here. So the reason I make it like a little kind of a 4-laner at this point, because I've already chose how or what lanes they need to be in on the approach. Now a 16 by an 18, I'll take that. That does what it needs to do. Which makes me wonder and feel, should I just throw it down as a 4-laner all the way over? I know it doesn't quite work That drop is ridiculous, you have to admit. I know it doesn't quite work on the other side. Oh, Sediak, no. That was meant to be a tram road. There we go. Oh, wait, hold on. It is all a tunnel road, right? I haven't just selected it to be a normal road. I think I selected it to be a normal road. Now I've just upgraded. No, you can just keep upgrading it in general, can't you? Right, anyway. Where did I mess up? There we go. Okay, it's all a 4-lane road at this point. So this is my monstrosity that I've kind of created. Right. Right, I do it like that. Okay, it's not perfect. That switches over. It becomes a 2-lane at this point. Until I see what happens, because I did mention I got to change all this, but until I see exactly what happens, we'll decide something. Because I could turn that into a 3-lane and then merge it into a 2. It just depends what happens. Right, okay, so with play mode now back enabled, without me adding any additional junctions to turn off, the closest ones right now are these two. Well, these two here and that one over there. That doesn't really work. It's just pretty much these two. And this is the closest one. So there's nothing really kind of close by that enables them to turn off the highway. So I want to see what the current infrastructure kind of reacts to it and how it enables to kind of be used alongside this. And then we'll see how it turns. I keep thinking it's over here. It's not. It's literally there to there. It's simple. So simple. Now, I wonder how long until we start going to see people use it. I wonder how long. I wonder. So we'll fast forward then. It might take a while before people understand that they can do it. So while we wait for that to start being used, why don't we talk about roundabouts over in this area? Okay, right. So we normally have a lot of traffic around here, like down this junction, but it doesn't seem to be too bad at the minute. But we have a lot of traffic around here. We could really utilize a roundabout on this section. So I'm going to pull in the roundabout mod. We're going to go for the 3-lane highway style, and I normally do it by a 60. I'm just going to go what I've been using recently because it seems to kind of work in all the scenarios. Oh, no. What? It's because I'm in tunnel mode. Sediak, what have you done? What have you done right now? That did not go to freaking plan. Actually, rather than doing what I'm going to do, let me get that 3-lane highway. There we go. Just upgrade it to be above land. I don't know what's going on. And let me make sure I set this up correctly. So, no to you, yes to you, turn off the crossing. I know there's going to be no crossing anyway, but we just make sure that's how it's going down. So we should have then everybody able to flow through. Is that a thing, switching lanes? I don't know if it is. I'm going to turn it off for now, because I never normally do it. So as of right now, that roundabout is then kind of semi-set up. It's kind of semi-set up. So, oh, no, it's not set up. I've got to do the give way signs. There we go. So people entering the roundabout have to give way to the traffic going around, which should then enable a little bit more of a free flow on that traffic. I feel like I need to drop one over here too at some point, but I'd like to see how this kind of changes things. I'd be really interested to see what kind of happens. And already it's starting to kind of filter through the majority of the traffic. So once that's all filtered through, we shouldn't see as much traffic in this area then at this point. Well, that's what you would hope for anyway. That's what you would hope for. So we'll see what that's going to do over time. I know we got a lot of traffic over here, which is just simply vehicles coming in. Now, what if I turn this into a one-way road going around? See, that would be interesting to see, wouldn't it? So if I do that, let me pause. So that way. So one-way road, which should then stop vehicles entering there and causing more confusion than there needs to be. And at the minute, it's just everybody trying to get in and also lead out of this area too. So would I think here, rather than drop a roundabout down, we'll pause a hot minute. Do a asymmetrical road here. Oh, we can't because it's a tram road. Of course. There's no such thing as an asymmetrical tram road, is there? See, that's where our limitations all then begin. It's the trams that mess us up. That's okay. That's okay right now. So, what about instead we place a turning lane here and here? If I take it back by 2. Ooh, I've deleted the path, boys. He's deleted the path right now. Oh, there we go. Just so it gives them the ability to either go straight on, or if they're making that turn, at least I'm allowing the traffic behind to flow through and move a whole lot easier. Now, granted, we can probably get away with a highway on this. And the main draw of going straight across is 1, trams, and 2, the highway connection is just there. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, this little area right now, the backlog has all kind of been settled. I know this is a big pain and everyone's trying to get out and it's causing more issues than it's fixing. I get that. It's because the trams are on that road. So what I could do is I could create a few little overpasses like I've done over here before, which would also be a good little shout to kind of filter traffic over to that side. I could change where the trams go. I could potentially put an exit road here instead and have this be an overpass for the trams instead. And put maybe the connection road just there. So there's many ways in which I can do it. But it's like I don't want to get too engrossed and too caught up in this traffic fix. So I'd rather spend an episode fixing it myself anyway. I just want to focus first on getting these guys to use this tunnel. Now, is anybody using it? Anybody right now? There's no... Oh, hold on. There is a few vehicles using it right now. Okay, good. Good. So there is a few vehicles using it. Now, a thing that could let it down to the point where it's not being utilized to its full extent is it doesn't really have any good turn-off points. Like I said, because the turn-off points are quite far away from this, it might feel like then going up around here is quicker because getting to here, they can straight turn off there. Whereas here, they've got to go all the way back up and make it long-winded. So I've often thought about this as well. How this 4-lane road just kind of ends here. Well, if I had a little slip road that joined on and a little slip road that joined on this way as a way to kind of utilize. Ooh. Are we got a bit of train traffic? Hold on, guys. Now, it looks like we got a little bit of train traffic, but is it moving is the case. There might be stop and starting. But the train traffic is moving. Oh, it's only really one train there waiting. I thought there was a lot more. No, okay, it's all good. I'm just panicking over nothing. I'm panicking over nothing. So let me see what this could potentially do. So if I... Oh, I'm in tunnel mode. So if I went there to there to there. And hold on. And then brought that into here and then that to there. Now, hold on, guys, because this is going to be a monstrosity and a beauty all at the same time. Oh, I can't get it to actually physically connect the way I want that to there. So if I bring this up by, let's say 5, I'm going to create a little point here. I wonder then if the power of me pushing... Oh, that almost worked. Like that. Like that. Right, this is a stretch, okay? I'm stretching the game beyond its capabilities right now. Into there. Into there. Do you see where I'm going with this? But I feel like that could be pushed back a bit more. Is that too far being pushed back? To there. And I feel like I can get away with this being pushed up a bit more too. Ooh, right. Now this is definitely a stretch on the old build. And the old lane management doesn't really come into play with this anymore. Alright, if I put that to there. If I bring that to there. Bring that slightly out. This is tough. All for the sake. Okay, that's beneficial for some people. All for the sake of bringing that down. And then that going straight up. Now, I could make him go left and right. Oh, that's really funky, this one, though, isn't it? Oh, what have I created? What have I created right now? In my head, it seems to turn out quite fine. But the execution, maybe not so. But it does create a one-systemed join. We'll turn the traffic lights off. Allow stuff to happen. I know, I get it. It's very funky. It's very funky. But it's a way to utilize that little bit of a dead space. And potentially aid vehicles coming out of here. And then turning off here. And then you're pretty much within this area. But I'll be honest with you right now, I was expecting a lot more traffic to use this. I don't know about you guys, but I was expecting a lot more traffic to use this. Now, could that be because they've also then, from this point of view, got to jump on the highway to access that road? What if I enabled the ability for them to access these tunnels from this road as well? Now that's asking for trouble, isn't it? That really is. So what I'm going to do... Now this... I'm not going to keep this, guys. Don't worry. This is testing. This just now allows us to have vehicles come down this road and then jump onto this system. I want to see where we get the majority of the traffic coming from. So ignore what's going down, guys. Trust me, it's not going to stay there before you shout at me in the comment section. It's not going to stay there. I just want to see if them jumping on the highway, you know, kind of disadvantage them from using that tunnel. That is what I want to kind of find out. But it's definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting. Right, how's this traffic over here then? This roundabout seemed to have done a good job for us. We still got loads of traffic over here right now. So the biggest problem for these guys is they are waiting for the trams to kind of get out of here and skedaddle. That is like their biggest thing that they're waiting for right now. That also getting caught up with traffic trying to get into this excitation area, it creates a little bit of an issue. But it's not as bad as it has been. So, again, I don't want to get caught up in fixing it, guys. I don't want to get caught up in fixing it. But what I can see is, though, is these excitation areas are being used quite heavy. They really are. So, maybe having an additional one could aid it. Maybe getting rid of them could aid it. It's a tough one, isn't it? It really is. So what I'm seeing straight away is 3 vehicles came off this road. Now what if me doing them roads there, as terrible as an idea as they were, actually weren't too bad and worked? Do I then keep them in? You can see where I go with this, can't you? You can see where I go with this right now. But I'm more kind of concerned about these junctions. But then we don't really have the demands I was expecting. But is that because we don't have this area fully built up, though? Is that the next issue? Could be. Who knows? Who knows? Which could also lead to me building, as this goes underground, I could integrate a roundabout here before it does go underground, or as it goes underground, to kind of, you know, bring in a little bit of a connection close by. It's opened up a bunch of possibilities to what I could potentially do. It really has. I feel like this is annoying me. Like I need to fix it now. So what if what if I go back to my original idea? Let me first move these. I'll move these. Well, I'll move one just there. Because I've got a slight little idea I can utilize. So let's move them for now. And what I'll do is we'll pick right, we have a turning road just there. Let me just kind of upgrade that. Just so I can get this road coming straight down. Oh, hang on. It's the tram road. Easy, boy. Easy. To there. To there. And if I brought it straight up, it becomes a straight and solid... Actually, on this side, it should be like a normal style road, shouldn't it? It becomes a straight, standard, solid connection directly up to there. Which, from the get-go, that allows us to bypass a lot of traffic coming in without me doing anything to this junction. But my purpose here was then to maybe create a connection directly to here. Right. Thus allowing the flow of traffic from the expectation area to head out. And then potentially lead this up to there and maybe bend round to there and all that kind of cool stuff. Or even make this kind of end into here and then create an overpass for the trams. But what it does in general for us is it takes the heat off this area with the trams. Or I turn that into the tram route instead, thus stopping these guys having to wait for trams as they're trying to get into the exploitation area. That could be the better way to go forward with that, and I think that's what I'm going to choose to do right now. So upgrade this as being the tram route. Right. Pause for a hot minute. Trams. It's going to move these stops over to here. Move those stops over to there. Alright, that route has now been updated. And then put these back to industrial roads. Which then means I could put then, like leading up to this, the asymmetrical road. It can pretty much go back to normal. So then maybe I don't need this double connection. And now we are back to normal. Just by allowing that connection just there. So we see how that plays out. We'll see how that plays out. I'll also do a little bit of aiding with... Is that the asymmetrical road? Yeah. Leading out of the area, just so we have a little bit of an easier job. And I'll do it to there as well. So if you're filtering out to the right, so much easier, boys. So much easier. I'll add in an asymmetrical road here, so people who want to turn right or turn left. There's those multiple roads coming in. I'll do the same for this side as well. But predominantly, it's everybody wanting to come in. And the tail end of people coming in stops people leaving. So what if I then made these guys give way and these can just fly straight out? And maybe then also change the... That goes that way, and this is the one that kind of goes straight over and turns that way. To decipher the traffic a little bit easier. And I've just noticed as well, that's going straight across. That should be that turn only. Thus allowing me to do asymmetrical roads a bit more. I think I might have messed this up somewhere. That goes that way. You go that way and that way. You go that way and that way. And look at that. The flow has updated. So give it a few minutes. Kind of sort itself out. Traffic then leads to other areas. Of course it does. But I think I'm going to get rid of the give way sign here now. Just kind of put it back to normal. We should have the traffic for there. But again, it's still too much. It's still too much traffic going to one point. And we got to reduce it. Because the same thing's happening over here. They really are trying to get to these exploitation areas. We either need more exploitation areas or get them and allow them to drive somewhere else. But this is okay. I don't see much issue with it. I don't have the demand I was expecting, which is quite underwhelming. If I go to view the road underground anyway. There's a couple of vehicles there using it, a couple of vehicles passing by. It's handy for a handful of peeps. It is. It's handy for a handful. Now, underwhelming, of course it is. But every vehicle that uses it is one less vehicle going through the longer system. So next episode then, we'll take a look at these exploitation areas that are quite close by. So we currently have one here, one over there, and we have this weird train track passing through. I might reconfigure this whole little setup and change how the exploitation kind of goes. And then that way, I think it's too close to the area. Like I need to kind of, like if I set a train line over here, maybe over here, oh, and you know, let them to go down to here, it will like kind of bring the traffic out of the area a bit easier. That seems to flow quite nice, but again, then I'm caught up on the tram lines again. So it's just one of those things, isn't it? It's one of those things we will never survive. But then if I go back to my other idea, one-way road leading straight out to here again. Oh, we're in tunnel mode. To there. I know, again, it's counterintuitive because we've got too many junctions so close by. But that might ease a little bit of pressure. You never know. You never know at this point. You just never know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Guys! We're going to end it for here anyway. We'll solve all these traffic issues next episode. Do not worry. But I'm a little bit underwhelmed on the bridge. Maybe when we change up station areas, what if I got rid of them? They wouldn't use it and drive. Then... But then again, I don't really want to see too many people use it at the same time because at that point... Oh my goodness me, we're on fire here, guys. We are on fire here. Where are the fire brigade? Here he is. Is he going to get here in time? You best, boy. He chose that little slip road there because it was slightly higher speed. Smooth logic. Oh, here we go. He pulls up right now. Put that fire out, boy. Put that fire out. Oh, the helicopter thing's flown over too. Genius, guys. Genius. Genius right now. But yeah, maybe I don't want to see too many people using it. I mean, there is still a lot of vehicles using it. But the more people that use it, then maybe then again, the more congestion I'm going to have. But if the less people using it right now, it means I could build up this area here. And then that new tunnel system can be a lot more effective. So that's another way that I've kind of got to look at it. And this area over here. Because all this stuff over here that I build is going to use all this infrastructure. So that's one way to kind of see it as a positive. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, guys, we're going to end it for here. Hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.